owner. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Ufoma.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so first off, we can hear some, talks on the ground that the reason why these people are being investigated, after all, is because they have performed poorly. But what more can you tell us about the issues that the Nigerian Football Federation is facing?
Well, there are actually so many issues bedeviling the Nigerian Football Federation as we speak. Let's start from last year, where the Nigerian national male team, the Super Eagles, actually failed to qualify for the World Cup. Now, quite a number of Nigerian fans were really angry after that. To make matters worse, we've also had other national teams on the 17, on the 20, failed to reach some tournaments here in Africa or World Cup tournaments. Now, to make matters worse, the performance of Nigeria's female national team, talking about the Super Falcons, they just ended Africa Women's Cup of Nations, was just not good enough. For the very first time in history, the team failed to reach the World Cup. And for the very first time in history, the team did not reach the semi-finals of the World Cup. Now, that, of course, led to the NFF setting up a committee led by former under-17 national manager Fani Amun. Now, that committee released this report about 2 days ago. So much came out from that committee's report. They've alleged that some board members of the NFF themselves, influence national team selection. Now, this is not even a story that just came out today. It's been a recurrent decimal, not just for this NFF board, but so many NFF boards before them. There have been allegations that they do influence team selection. Now we're seeing a committee actually say this. And then, of course, there's the talk about how 17 billion that the federal government provided 2 years ago was actually used. Now, we've had issues where national team players are complaining about not being paid their salaries or their bonuses. About 17 billion was provided by the federal government 2 years ago. Now we've seen the DSS and the EFCC, trying to investigate to tell us what exactly these board members used those amounts of monies for. So all of these issues, have actually gotten us to the point now where many Nigerian football fans want the NFF board gone. However, you just cannot, they just can't do that. In fact, there have been talks about putting up a committee to replace these board members, but that cannot happen because FIFA would actually have a problem with that.
Okay, so there's going to be a press conference at 12, just some hours from here, and we are expecting that the purported resignations that we've been hearing about will be cleared. But what else can we expect from the NFF officials at this conference?
Well, as it is right now, we're not particularly certain what the NFF press conference is going to be. But I've tried to speak to one or two members of the of the NFF board. They just said, Ufoma, wait until the press conference. You will hear a lot of things. There will be a lot of revelations. But I can tell you for a fact that at least we are going to be certain whether or not they have either resigned or they are still going to stay in office, because they still have about another 1 month to go. There's supposed to be an elective Congress on the 27th of September to elect new members or re-elect the current board members. So all of this will be cleared out. Is barely 2 hours before the press conference. We will find out.
So lastly, if indeed the NFF president and the board members confirm their resignation, where does that leave Nigeria football?
Well, it's a big conundrum. Where does it leave Nigerian football? First things, let me even let you know that it's not going to be the first time we're having an NFF board member resign. Back in 2014, the late Ibrahim Galadima from Kano State was the NFF president. After Nigeria's not so great performance at the World Cup, not on the field of play, but outside, all the politics, he had to resign. In fact, he was forced to resign. At that point in time, the person who is currently leading sports in Nigeria, the NSC chairman, Malam Shehu Diko, was supposed to have contested for the NFF presidency back in 2014.
Okay.
He was stopped at the airport from going to Warri, the venue of that elective Congress. And then that's how we got Amaju Pinnick elected as NFF president. So it's not the first time we're seeing all of these resignations and all of that. But where is it going to take Nigerian football? There have been talks about setting up a committee to reform Nigerian football. Now, this is unknown to FIFA. FIFA does not like those kinds of things. There's also been rumors that the former NFF president, Amaju Pinnick, will most likely head that committee. And many people are asking, if his own 8-year tenure that wasn't great, why are we bringing him back? We'll just have to wait for that 12 p.m. conference to actually get all of the facts.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ufoma, for your analysis.
Thank you for having me.
We the people, this is real.